If you've ever watched the video about evergreen content, everything you know about it is fucking dead ass wrong. People on the internet lie about everything. Everything you know about evergreen content is wrong. You've never heard something more wrong about evergreen content than if you watched a video about it. Hello. Evergreen. Oh, you're thinking about making evergreen content? Gardenia. I could kiss you on the mouth right now. If you're making evergreen content right now, stop. That's the wrong thing to be doing. Don't ever make evergreen content again. Don't ever make evergreen content again. Whoa, if you're making evergreen content, be careful. I knew a guy once. He made evergreen content and his dick fell off. True story. I knew a guy that made evergreen content once and his dick fell off. That was me. The secret to making evergreen content. The top 5 mistakes people make when making evergreen content. Number 1, pine. Number 2, coniferous. Pine cone. Oh, you want to make evergreen content? Have you thought about which kind? Pine. Cedar. Make sure you're not making these 5 evergreen content mistakes. Deciduous. Maple tree. Hey genius, that's not evergreen. That's a regular kind of tree. Sorry, do I sound strange? I've been drinking. An evergreen is a plant which has foliage that remains green and functional throughout the year. Conifers. Hemlock. That's how they killed Socrates. Evergreen content killed Socrates. Hemlock. Spruce. Fir. Larch. Not all. Never mind, not larch. Scratch that. Live oak, holly, and ancient gymnosperms such as cycads. Many wooden plants from frost-free climates. Rainforest trees. Wait, rainforest? Wait, rainforest trees? All eucalypts. Bruh. All eucalypts? Bet you didn't know that one. Most bamboos are evergreens. Have you thought about making a video about bamboo? Club mosses and relatives. I bet you that's a niche that hasn't been filled yet. You could fill that niche. Club mosses and relatives. That's an unexplored territory. Deciduous trees shed their leaves usually as an adaptation to a cold or dry wet season. Evergreen trees also lose leaves, but each tree loses its leaves gradually and not all at once. Wait, what? Why are there no ever yellow trees? We could invent them. Science has the solution. Evergreen content? Have you considered pine cones? Look at this tree. Look at it. Beautiful. Look at this tree. Isn't that something? You can make content about that. Ta-da. Sorry, do I sound nasally? I've been doing cocaine. Symbolism. Because they stay green year-round, they often represent timelessness or eternal life. I'm evergreen because my cape is green. Just like evergreen. Why are we here? Why are you here? You gotta be like something like an evergreen. Stay green all the time. Me, I'm a little bit something like an evergreen. Because I'm ever thinking about that green. Some people are thinking about money. Me, I'm thinking about conifer. Some people, all they care about is money. Me, all I care about is pine, spruce, fir, holly, and many tropical plants. Evergreen Marine, a major Taiwanese container shipping company. Oh, you're trying to make an evergreen content? How about evergreen plants are the backbone of garden design because they provide structure, privacy, and color year-round, even when other plants go dormant in winter. Mic drop. Shrubs for structure, boxwood, holly, juniper, flowering evergreens, camellia, rhododendron, azalea. Benefits in the landscape, privacy and noise reduction. Dense foliage acts as a year-round natural barrier against wind and prying eyes. Me, if I see a garden without evergreen, I'm prying my own eyes out. Evergreen, you find that in a spruce biome. Oh, you're trying to make evergreen content? Better head over to the spruce biome. The tall tree biome. In the video game Minecraft. Evergreen content, huh? That sure brings me back to the spruce. Evergreen content, huh? That sure. Evergreen content, huh? That sure brings me back. Back to the spruce biome. In the video game Minecraft. The tall tree biome. Where it's, where the evergreens are. Evergreen content? Hey, dickhead. Have you thought about pine trees? No, cut that out. Quick care tips: planting, watering, soil, perennials. Ever heard of that? Put that in your video and smoke it. Evergreen content is like when you're walking through a garden. Evergreen content is like when you're smoking up in a garden. Evergreen content? Evergreen content? Not evergreen content? Say less. Evergreen content, that's like the kind where you're in a garden. Evergreen content, that's like when you're in a garden full of trees. Me with a video camera out, I'm shooting a video of evergreen of a tree in the garden. Anyway, so I was walking through the garden, and then I saw this tree. I was like, whoo, I busted out my camera. And that's how I started, and that was how I started my journey into being an expert on evergreen content. That video won the Sundance Film Festival. That video won the Toronto Film Festival. Oh, the craziest thing about it is that video won the Toronto Film Festival. And would you believe it? That video won the Toronto Film Festival. That video won at Coachella. No, the wildest thing about it is that video won at the Louvre. That video won the Nobel Peace Prize. Anyway, so in honor of that, in honor of that success, now I teach people about how to make evergreen content. And every year I go back to that garden and I smoke up. Every year I go back to that garden and I eat a picnic in it. Evergreen content. How about, if you can't do that, then you can make a video about shoes. Tune in next time for when I talk about how to make shoes. A video about shoes. Anyway, that's probably good enough. What do you think? That's all, folks. Bye.